Let me really talk about an area that really is really misunderstood. You will hear many people say, oh, depression. Oh, don't ever use hypnosis with depression. This is absolutely not true. We know now two things for sure about depression. No, let me make that three. Most important, it's one of the easiest issues or problems that a person has to bring about a healing. That people do not have to be depressed. And it's one of the major problems in every culture. It's one of the major problems in the world. You don't have to be depressed. Number two, what do we know about depression? Depression is not cyclical. In other words, I inherited through my genes this depressive quality. I have had XYZ happen in my life. I'm going to get depressed. Every year or two I go into depression. We know that almost all depression will automatically lift in an 8, 9, 10-month period of time, almost no matter what you do. But it will occur again. That doesn't mean it's a cycle. Life is a cycle. So when you hit the same kind of experience in a different form in your life, you have a dysfunctional response, which we're going to call a depressive response to that aspect of life which repeats and will repeat for the rest of your life. So the third point is that hypnosis is terrific because it helps you to identify at what points in your life cycle do you have a dysfunctional response and go into the unconscious mind, give you more complete information about the situation, more awareness, and activate the growth of a totally functional response to that aspect of your life that will repeat itself. The beautiful thing about Ericksonian hypnosis is that with depression, it always has some positive effect. I'm not saying it's the only thing you use with the depression. And sometimes with certain depressions, it's helpful to very carefully monitor medication so the person isn't over-medicated so that the hypnotic work can really take place. But if you're using, for instance, medications or behavioral therapy with depression, there are two problems. With the medications, all medications eventually don't have the same effect and they wear out. If you haven't changed the underlying dynamic, the person goes right back to the depressive state they were in. There's been no progress. And with cognitive, it can really work well until the person is under stress. Once they really go under stress, they forget half the things they've been trained to remember with many other approaches. Since you're working with the unconscious mind and the memories and the dysfunctional patterns, and you're repatterning with the person, and you're co-creating the patterns, because the important thing with depression is the person has to become active. But since you're building in resources, since you're building in a sense that there is life, and you're always focused on that spark of life, yes, hypnosis is very effective with depression. And no negative side effects.